as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Schwartz complete right side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
What are you getting paid for?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Walker.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was another good one. He's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Shoves him away, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A give up the middle to H.A. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Dolphins at 5 and 7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Steps away. Open man is Higgins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This one complete to his fullback down the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Tua going to throw. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Turbo one, high. Turbo one, high.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Make a play here. Take it to him.
Right, it's about time, fellas. It's all about teamwork.
Keep it up. Your ball, baby.
Ready.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
What I saw.
What did they find, these officials?
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process of what these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this game?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
His throw incomplete.
That play call wasn't going to prevent against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their program and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cam Smith.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him. What a sack. 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are back within a score. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Someone described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Monty Rice, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be dropped following and pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That pass taken in by Burks.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And this returnable for Hill.
It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the top. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A-Chain gets it from the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Well, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Now he's loose again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Why are you guys giving up?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And Monty Rice there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Tua. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by A-Chain. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Tua to throw again. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but
but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Without a doubt, you need that difference maker blocking the rock.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Tua now running right on the option. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Gets it to Burks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37.
1st down, Tennessee.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.